the last big point thing that I wanted to talk about here is there's been some rumblings. So I want to preface this. There's been quote unquote rumblings, but just people for a while that have been like annoying people that have been like, oh, Kathleen Kennedy's going to step down. Like that's been a thing that's been going on for years, like the entire time she's been like leading the Lucasfilm. But it was worth noting that she was not at D23 at all. There was no public appearance there. And there was some other people like reporting and saying that they've heard some stuff that's been going on behind the scenes that could signify like really big change in leadership and stuff at Lucasfilm. And we also know that Filoni was recently got his promotion to chief creative officer for all the Star Wars stuff. So do we think that Kathleen Kennedy might be stepping away from her position at Lucasfilm? I don't know. Would like to say I'm not one of the people that's like, oh, she's been bad at her job. I don't think that she's been bad at her job necessarily. Um, I guess the rest of this, like the previous like 40-50 minutes of this episode don't really make it sound like that, considering the way that I've been talking about the way that everything, but like I don't think that she like the a lot of the problems that Star Wars has faced
Are
is
squarely her responsibility.
Yeah, like I don't think it falls 100. Like it's not 100% on her and the decisions that she's made. I think that would be an incredibly difficult job, regardless of who is the person doing it. That said, I do think that it's not unlikely that she would want to step away from that at this point, and do something not as like ridiculously in the spotlight under so much constant fire and scrutiny and pressure and things like that. Like if you don't need to, I could definitely see that being the case. So
I mean, she's older too. Like maybe she just retires. Who knows? Like like
or go back to Amblin, work with them. Like,
exactly. Like I mean, she this is quite a time to step away, and it would be real. It would just be another whole mess. But also like I don't know. I never really got into the speculation. Like I'll believe when the
I'll just wait
time
for the announcement.
when the time is right, when she's ready to leave or do her own thing, whatever. Like I like the time will come. Like it's gonna happen, whether it's tomorrow or in 10 years. Who
Yeah.
knows? It'll come, and it'll probably come at an appropriate time, whether it's for the franchise or just for her and her career.
Mm-hmm.
But like I have never been one that like I have no say on it. Like
Right.
what is
what is my right.
what are my thoughts and speculation on? I have no say on a lot of the things I talk about, which can really discredit a lot of that shit I say. But like
Yeah.
but like what is my like is it's like saying like, oh, when is the president of like anything gonna step away? Like
Yeah.
they're the president. They're probably not gonna step away until there is that right opportune moment. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're not just gonna do it for the oh like the grumblings. Oh, someone's mad because some like something bad happened or something bad was
Yeah.
released or whatever. They're not just gonna axe their job for that unless they like
Yeah, like that's just like not how it
that's
works,
just not
really.
how the business works. Like you're not just
Yeah.
gonna lose your job at like I mean look at David Zaslav like or wherever
Right.
however the
Yeah.
hell you
Yeah.
pronounce his name. Like
Yeah.
can't stand
Dude's the
him.
worst,
Dude
and
is
he's
the
still up top.
worst employee or like worst business
Boss, just terrible
just
on all
all the
accounts.
bad
Yeah.
things you could think of.
Still there.
He's better, like
Yeah.
at being worse. Like he's
Yeah.
awful, but he's still there. Like
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen off after some bad releases or
It's not gonna
bad
happen like
reviews.
because of that.
It's not a
Yeah.
snap of a finger. It's not how it works. Like it'll happen when it happens, and it'll happen more likely on her terms than anyone's terms.
Yeah.
So
I would
it's just
agree with that.
it's
I
just something I just don't even give a thought of day to.
Yeah, I do think that it has more, I don't want to say credence, but like more
Of course,
um
there's going to be more of an eyebrow lift on this time around.
yeah, I think that it has more, I mean, yeah, for lack of a better word, credence or weight or whatever behind it now than it ever has. But I think that's just because it's been longer. Like to what you were just saying, like it's been doing this for a long time. Like it would make sense too. Like you don't want to. That's a just tough position to stay in for extended periods of time. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe she'll be stepping down. I would be super. I mean, I feel like I don't know who would take that spot.
I don't know. Yeah.
Whatever. We'll see. I maybe she will. Maybe she won't. It'll be interesting regardless. I still the whole future of what Star Wars is looking like in live action on television and the big screen is it's a big question mark right now.